Thank you, Mr. President. And Governor, you have one advantage I don't. You'll be taller than this podium. Hi out there, if you can't see but the top of my head. I do actually have a very important introduction to make of one of my very dear friends and someone that I am so fond of. Stephen L. Beshear was elected governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky in November 2007. An attorney by profession, Governor Beshear has a long background in public service, having also served as a state representative, as state attorney general, I worked for him then, by the way, and as lieutenant governor. To each of these positions, he has brought a deeply felt commitment to improving the lives of his fellow Kentuckians. As our governor, this honorable man has streamlined spending with the trimming of the state workforce, implemented a more efficient way of designing and building roads, and won bipartisan support for a complex reform of the beleaguered public pension systems. Despite inheriting an austere budget and a struggling economy, he has focused on initiatives to help Kentucky families. These have included expanding efforts to bring health coverage to uninsured children, designing a plan to bring prescription drugs to those who can't afford them, and securing a bridge funding to save Kentucky's student loan agency. Governor Beshear is a native of Dawson Springs in Hopkins County, just was out there, the son of a Baptist minister and a mother dedicated to her community. He holds a bachelor's degree and law degree from the University of Kentucky, where he was president of the student body. He and his wife Jane have been married for 40 years. They co-own a horse farm in Clark County. They have two sons, Jeff, a veterinarian, and Andy, an attorney, and one grandson. Our governor is here today because he knows that public higher education is a critical element in the economic recovery of this state he loves so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my wonderful privilege to present to you the governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the Honorable Steve Beshear.
Thank you all. Thanks very much. Thank you. When Sylvia mentioned my long and distinguished career in public service, that was her way of saying I'm old. But I'm not that old. I've served with some of these folks. Now, don't say anything, John Will. I've served with some of these folks a while, and we've got a lot of people here who've been in public service and have given a lot for this state. I want to first thank Sylvia Lovely for serving as chair of this board. She's done an outstanding job for an outstanding board, and they have given leadership to this university, and I think very forward-thinking leadership. And I would like to give Sylvia and this board a round of applause for all of the hard work that they're doing. What an exciting day for Morehead, for the college, for this whole Commonwealth. How many people here are students? Everybody hold up your hands who are students. There's a lot of them up here, some over here. You know, they're what we're here for, and I think we owe them a round of applause for what they do for this state. You know, for thousands of years, mankind has gazed at the heavens, questioning what was clearly in those days beyond our reach. For centuries, we've aimed our telescopes at the peaceful night skies, searching for the elusive truths of the universe. And for decades, we've launched brave men and women, as well as numerous satellites into space, hoping that a closer first-hand look would help us understand things that a telescope can't help us understand. Well, today, Morehead State University is proudly declaring the role that it wants to take in future space explorations and discoveries with the official opening of this state-of-the-art space science facility. I am very, very pleased that I could be here for this monumental event here in Morehead. Be here to celebrate with you a significant moment for not just this university, but for the entire state. Kentucky has recently begun its own forays into space. You know, we're typically not thought of as space pioneers or experts in this field, but we're getting there. We do know that exploring unknown frontiers are what it's all about, because, after all, the entire Commonwealth was once one of those unknown frontiers. When folks like Daniel Boone and Dr. Thomas Walker and others led groups through the Cumberland Gap, they didn't know what waited on this side of that dense Appalachian forest. But fears and anxieties about the uncharted territory yielded to the intrigue and the excitement of discovery. Each step was bold and inspired, even as they confronted setbacks, failures, and doubts. Now, equipped with the proper knowledge and technology of the 20th century, men and women set their sights on navigating among the stars, as our ancestors yearned to do. Every day in the 21st century, scientists learn something new about the stars, the planets, the galaxies that surround us. The area that they now search stretches for a distance greater than at least I can conceive, and I think that many people can conceive. So Morehead State University has stepped up to help probe the skies for answers, a daunting task to be sure.